I'm Joey, the creator of A Seeker's Journey. Who is Joey? Well, I'm a lot of things, and I'd prefer to just answer that with an I am. However, to put it simply, I'm a heart seer. And all that means is I love getting to see what's underneath who someone is and to really connect with them. So I'm usually known as the heart seer. Where do my teachings come from? The simple answer is they come from life. They've come from my parents and all I've learned from them. They've come from the struggles that I've experienced in my life and allowing them to be my teachers. They've come from my education that I've had in psychology and getting to learn in school. And then there's books and authors that have really influenced me, from the stories of Anne Lamott and her life and Thich Nhat Hanh and getting to embrace mindfulness, and even the teachings of Jesus and Buddha. Those have all added to where I get my teachings from. They've all impacted me. But ultimately, what everything has done, it's allowed me to learn to trust my intuition. And I think following my intuition has been my greatest gift. So it's my greatest teacher.
I honestly, when I first started seeing Joey, I thought that there are people out there in this world who were just born for crud. You know, that nothing good's gonna happen to them. Some people just are born into it and they leave in the same condition as what they came into. And some people were just born to be blessed. And I didn't feel like I was one of those. And Joey told me that it's okay if I didn't believe for myself right now that I was meant for good things, that she's going to believe for me. And that touched my heart so much, to think that somebody is gonna hold on to something for me until I can grasp it myself. I don't think I've ever been told that in all my life. And I think it takes an amazing person to say, I'm gonna believe for you, to take that burden for you and to believe for you until you can do it yourself. That takes an amazing individual. That takes a compassionate individual.
How's what I do different than conventional therapy? Well, I would consider pretty much everything in what I do in life is different than conventional. I've never really followed the traditional path, and I've always really tried to look outside of the box and find a different way to do things. So the way I do therapy or guidance is completely different, and it's come out of a desire to really empower someone, where it's not about me, but it's about them and their growth. And on top of that, it's also, I'm creative. So I guess my creativity allows for everything to be alive, and I just follow that in the moment. So I guess that's how I'm different.
She brings to mind, she makes you question. You know, she doesn't tell you what to do or how to do it. She brings about questions in your own mind. So in all reality, she's helping you to change you. She's not changing you. Which the difference is if you go to a psychiatrist, they feed you medication and they try and change you. You know, they give you little tools. Joey doesn't give you those little tools. She gives you life-changing tools.
The vision for my clients, it's honestly that they know the gift of who they are. And in knowing that they'll find out what makes them come alive, and that they get to live in their full potential.
But Joey is teaching me to listen to that truth that's already inside of me, instead of all the voices that are going on outside of me. And no therapist has ever taught me that, and no human being has ever taught me that. This is amazing news to me, that I could have prevented so much if I would have listened to the truth inside of me. So now I can hear that voice. And even though I battle it, I can still listen to it.
So why would someone want to work with me? You know, I could answer that by saying because of my background and experiences and education. However, I'm not so sure it's about the why. I think it's more of a when. All of us have an inner knowing, at least that's what I believe. And if someone is feeling drawn to me and drawn to just the essence of me, then we're called to each other. And we both teach each other in that moment. So it's not the why, it's the when.
If somebody was considering working with Joey, I would completely recommend her. She's life-changing. She'll bring you down a path that you've never been down. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm 43, and I've never gone down this path before. And I've been a Christian for 17 years, and before that I was just living life like anybody else does. So I've had the different aspects that could have changed my life, and they have changed my life. But I've never been down this path before, so I would completely recommend this to anybody. It's life-changing. It's soul-changing.
Final words, just know that I'm here, and it would be such an honor to get to work with you in whatever form. And thanks for just being part of this life with me.